Alright, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got a question from a subscriber. I'm going to read it on my phone and then we're going to get into this. Alright, so it says, Dear Mr. Locario, I'm an average looking guy and I was one of the guys that kept on complaining that I could not get a girl because of my looks, but finally I've got a date for the 30th of December. And my question is, how do I go about my first ever date, because I'm very nervous and I want to know what to say and when to get physical with the girl so that the whole date and interaction goes smoothly and is not boring for me and the girl. Your response would be appreciated. Alright, so listen, first of all I want to say this. For all you guys out there that were complaining and getting mad and like, oh, I'm too ugly and girls don't want me and all this other stuff, you got a guy right here who sends this email who says, hey, I was one of those guys and I got a date set up for the 30th. You feel what I'm saying? He got a date set up. So I want to say, dude, good for you for going out there and making it happen. All right. And the rest of you guys got to go out there and try to make this happen. All right. So first thing is, when you're going out on this date, right, what I want you to do is this. Before you even go out on the date, I want you to basically not make this date a big deal. All right. First, I want you to get it out of your head that this is a big deal, right? Because it's technically not a big deal. Do you understand? And right now, it seems like you're making it such a big deal. And then if things don't go the way you expected, you're going to beat yourself up about it. You're going to say, oh, it's because I'm not that good looking. And if I was, it would have went well and all that. You know, you're going to fall into that nonsense. So first, I want you to understand that it's not a big deal. Like, it's good that it happened and that you planned the date, but don't, make it this big event, because if you make it this big event, you're going to, get all up in your head. You're going to get all nervous. And this is what it seems like you're already at now. So I want you to sort of tone it down. You feel what I'm saying? And be like, okay, cool. I'm going to go see this chick and it is what it is, right? Now, when you go on a date, for technical things I want to talk about is all you need to do, you're talking about you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do. All you really need to do is when you're having the date with the girl is have a conversation, right? And what you should be doing is you should be asking her questions. You understand? Ask her as many questions as you can. So one, you can, sort of see where her head is at. And two, people like talking about themselves. So if you ask her questions, she'll just be yapping about herself. And then also you want to see if she's going to ask you questions. You understand? You want to see how the dialogue is going between you and her, right? Now, at some point in the date, you want to sort of move it on to you and her being a little more flirty and you getting a little more touchy-feely to see how she is responding. So when I say touchy-feely, I mean touching her hands, touching her, maybe her shoulder, whatever, while you're talking to her and while you're flirting with her. So what I want you to understand is there's a difference between you having small talk and you moving the small talk into a more flirty vibe. And I talk about this in my DVD, Reclaim the Game, New Dating Rules for Men. All of you should go to MrLocario.com right now and get that. And I'll also talk about this in my Bad Boy membership program, which is called How to Build Sexual Tension with a Woman, where you can go to badboymembership.com right now and listen to that. This is why I put out these things for you guys to listen to, right? But when you're having that dialogue with her and you're getting all flirty with her, the touching is to see how she reacts to it, to see how sexually interested she is in you. But also what you got to understand is this: you have to still see the vibe between you and the girl, because if you are talking to her, you're going back and forth, you're asking her questions, and she seems bored, and she seems like she's sort of, like leaning away from you, if she seems like she's not really into it, that time would not be a good time to really, get too flirty and grab her hand and do all this other stuff, because she's not really in that zone. You understand? So you got to sort of see the vibe first before you even take it to that next step. You understand, in most cases, right? So what I would say, something simple you could do is, if you're talking to her, you might say, oh, your hands are really small. You got really small hands. And you grab her hand and you know, you touching her hand while you're talking to her, and you're like, oh, you got really small hands and it's cute, and I like how cute your hands are, you got really nice eyes, blah blah blah. You start the flirting and the touching at that point when you're getting into that situation. Now I don't know exactly where you guys are going, but I would suggest, let's say you guys go get a drink or you get coffee or something, and if you're sitting beside her, always suggest, if you guys take women out to get a drink or to get coffee or whatever, always try to sit next to her, not across. You understand? Like, like if you're going out to dinner, don't sit across, sit beside her. You understand? And the reason why I say that is because when you're sitting beside her, it's easier for you to get that touchy-feely thing going. You can sort of get the touchy-feely thing going if you're across from her. You could probably touch her hand across the table. But what I'm saying is you want to be as close as possible so you can start that touchy-feely stuff, but also be able to move in for the kiss and all that other stuff like that, right? So basically, what you want to do is you just want to first ask regular questions, some small talk, and then at some point you move it on to a little bit more flirty talk while you're touching her, and then you see how the vibe is, and then you go on for that kiss, right? Now, what I want to tell you is this: since this is your first ever date, right? I don't want you to be so hard on yourself. Do you understand? I want you to just relax and chill, okay? Relax and chill, because the stuff that I'm telling you right now, since you've never probably done this before, since you haven't been on a date, you understand? It's not gonna probably be as smooth as you expected, but what I'm telling you is I'm telling you to sort of try these things out to see how it goes with her. You understand what I'm saying? Just try to see how it goes, because there's going to be other dates that you're going to be on, and the more you practice this, the better you're going to be at doing this, right? Now, what I also want to say is, like before when I was talking about not making this a big deal, right? You can't make it a big deal. Why? Because what might happen too, and hopefully it doesn't, is that this chick who you set the date for on the 30th could flake on you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't want you to beat yourself up and be like, oh my God, that's messed up. She flaked on me, and she flaked on me because I'm a loser and I'm not that good looking and all this other stuff. So get out of that mind state. I'm telling you that these are some of the things that could happen when you're about to go and see a chick. You understand? She could flake. You could go on a date and the energy might not be there, like the vibe might not be there. These things happen. Or you can go on this date, you could go real smooth, you're just having a good time, she's having a good time with you, you're having a good time with her, and everything runs smooth, right? So all possibilities could happen. But what I want you to do right now is first congratulate yourself on actually making this happen. You understand? So even if the date doesn't happen, even if you're going to date and it sucks, at least be proud of the fact that you went out there and you was like not letting your looks or whatever stop you from doing what you needed to do to get to this point. You feel what I'm saying? And don't take it too seriously. Just have fun and relax, and you should be fine. You understand? So, hit me up too. Let me know how it goes so I could give people an update or whatever. And that's pretty much it. If any of you guys have a question, you can click the link below and hit me up, and I'll talk to you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 to 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.